Hello, and in today's video we are going to be looking at free-to-play and pay-to-win versions for doing the Dragon Abyss hard. Now, for my video, only the two monsters, my Leia and my Galleon, are going to change, because, to be honest with you, the Verd, the Veramos, and the Spectra are very good in this area, and they're all free-to-play, and I don't see why you wouldn't have them unless you're doing some sort of certain challenge and stuff like that. But personally, you should be doing them because Spectra should be your first 2A in my opinion anyway. So these are my Verderans. As you can see, he's not on anything particularly crazy. You don't necessarily have to have him on this build. And yeah, I mean, as long as he does as long as he's max crit, you'll be absolutely fine. So for my Veramos, I just have him on a normal crit rate build with a bit of damage. He's very good because when the boss takes a turn and he puts dots on you, you heal, so you have a bit of sustain. So these are his runes. He's just on a normal build, I guess, for damage. He does a lot of damage, which I really like. So here's my Spectra now. This is my Spectra. And as you can see, he's on an accuracy set on a violent. He could have more attack, but as his skill 2 increases damage proportionate to the enemy's max HP, you could run him on a tanky build or a damage dealer build. Now this is my TOA Hell build, down to the fact mine would die. So they're the core units. So let's show the Leia. Obviously not everybody's going to have her, but you could use other monsters to be like her. But it doesn't really matter. And here's my Galleon. The Galleon is on a violent build because sometimes you kind of need it. I also didn't skill up this skill just so that way I have more defense break chances than pushing attack bar back. So I'm going to show a couple of runs with this team, but then I'm going to change out the Leia and the Galleon and stuff like that. But considering the only non-free-to-play monster right now I would say is the Leia, it's, you know, it's okay, I would say, to use without her. Because as long as you got the Galleon as a free-to-play option, because I class him as a free-to-play option, so that's just my personal take on it. Now as you can see, this is where the runs can slow down if, well, Galleon doesn't do his skill. Okay, there you go, there's the violent proc we wanted. And now we get to the boss. Didn't get the defense break, didn't push the thing back. Now the only way this team can really fail is if the tower on the right gets a turn, and that just slows it down. But most of the time I've got something that can sort that problem out. And that's why I also like a violent Verd as opposed to a damage dealer Verd. To be honest with you, you could probably get away with putting Shaman in instead of Spectra. But I like the Spectra for the push bar damage and stuff like that personally, so as you can see now, it is dead. I'm also going to try some variations of teams. But I personally think this team is good, and anywhere about a minute to a minute and 10 I would say is a fair team. Because some people want to go fast, but I'd rather go slow and just consistent, because in this day and age, your crystals just go down too much, and being a free-to-play player, you know, I don't mind doing a little bit less, but some people are like, oh well, you want to farm more, so that way, you know, you don't have to spend as much time on the game but having faster runs. So to be honest with you, that's why I've gone for a faster raid team, just down to the fact that you know, that's when it's free energy and stuff like that, I can have a faster team, but I personally don't mind slow. Okay, so let's just end this run after this. Like I say, the main core team is going to be those 3 monsters, as I really don't see why you wouldn't use them, especially if you're not doing a speed team. Like I say, you can make the speed team work, but I would personally just run them, because what I've normally been doing is been running this team, but with a random monster with either fight runes or whatever, just to do anything, because the team is so strong they can just 4-man it really. And as you see, the team has done a good job. And we got at 1 minute and 10 seconds. Like I said, this team isn't the world's fastest. I did get a faster time. I'm not quite sure exactly what I used to get my fastest time though. Let's just check quickly. Records. Okay, so I used it with a crow. So instead of using Spectra, I used a crow. So that's a team that you could also pull off. if you really want to. Okay, so let's go back here. So now let's take the layout. And what would be realistic here? I'm not going to try to use too many LD, fives rather. Yeah, let's just put in Crow, because everyone's going to have Crow as a 2A, so... Which Crow is this? Is this? Okay, this is my 100 crit Crow. Now, I think the speed tuning is just about okay. So, for this team, the Crow is... The runs are going to be slower, because there's only Veramos to do AoE damage, so... Yeah, for that reason alone, it's going to be slower. And we're not going to get as many debuffs and stuff as well. Okay, he teamed up. Okay, if Crow doesn't finish him off now, I'd be disappointed. Okay, there we go. I was going to say he had over half his health gone. But, to be honest with you, you could probably triple dog this, maybe. As long as you have, like, a Veramos or something like that who does a shit ton of damage. Maybe you could do that. I'm not quite sure how that one would be reliable. I'm trying to show off reliable teams more than anything else. So now we've got as many debuffs as I think we can get. Okay, so now Crow should finish off with skill 3 if he does the right skill. Boom. No, he didn't. Okay. Okay, he didn't do enough damage. But as you can see, this team will also work. Under a minute. Absolutely lovely. My plan will be... Also, I think I'm going to show the faster team as well whilst we're at, just to get it into the perspective of how it works. Okay, so let's just end the run after this one. Now he does the dot, not the dot, there you damage. I'm trying to think what else would be a kind of fun team to try, because I want to try and keep this as free to play friendly as possible. But I also want to show off some fun teams. But I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing. I do think a route could be fun here as well, or at least, well... He would be RNG based, so I guess that's what we're going to have the problem of. Oh, nothing landed, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are in deep trouble. Yeah, this is what I meant about the reason why I like having the Spectre and the Veramos, but yeah, that's the one thing that can cause a problem. The fact that it resisted, I'd like to point out, you don't need too much accuracy in this dungeon. I think the maximum is like 30 or 40 or something. And the fact that nothing landed is quite annoying. But as you can see, the Veramos will eventually get a turn and heal this up anyway. So boom, heal and attack bar, so he gets more damage in, and he won't finish off the boss, but he has a chance to do some more damage. And as you can see, the team's still alive. The dragon didn't do his one-shot boost move though. So I'm not quite sure why. But yeah, this is what I mean with the times taking a long time when that immunity gets put up. So, a little bit annoying. Nearly 2 minutes of a run, which is really bad considering. But like I say, it just got a bit unlucky with the fact that the skill didn't get put on. So let me put my Leah in again, just to show how fast it can be. There she is. So, this is the fastest team that I've ever got, but they're not on the same runes as the fastest. Wow, the defense break. Okay, so I'm not going to get a fast time here. Galen, you have 100 accuracy, and I hate his skill too. Oh, there's annoyance. Team up? Nope, okay. So we're not going to get a crazy fast time again either. Yeah, it's going to be quite a slow run now, only because of the skills not being where you want them to be. Nice, we got that. Okay, nice bit of damage. Team up, nice bit of damage. Boost. And with a bit of luck, didn't push it back and didn't get the slow, so Crow's probably not going to do much damage now. Nah, he did like nothing. But at least the team was still consistent and fast. Like I say, I'm going to be using the same 3 monsters mainly and just swapping some out. So, 55 seconds, not too bad. Let's just give it one more go. Okay. Oh, Leah! You smelly rat. She had one job and she didn't even do her main skill. Nice bit of damage, but didn't land the branding. Okay, so Galleon. Oh, Leah, her AI is just atrocious. And now she's gonna use it when it didn't really matter. Okay, now we're in a little. Okay, Veramos did do the skill to push it back, so we're perfectly safe now. Come on, no branding again? How little accuracy did I give my crow? And we're in trouble now. We're in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, damn, he didn't team up with the right monster. So, this is, like I say, why I like to run Spectre. Only because this can happen. On the plus side though, at least I'm showing safe and reliable teams. There's also other variations of teams that people can use. I know some people want to use speed teams, but this is more for beginner teams to get in their teams faster as opposed to just shoving any old thing in. So as you can see, the team's probably going to be like, what, 120? Or something like that. Or 130, so, you know, a whole minute odd slower than what my best is with this team. But when I did do the best, it was with better runes, so. And better AI chance, so. But obviously, the AI in this game is shite, so. I was watching a video a little while ago by Shay, and he was saying, you know, we should just get rid of the resistance accuracy check in dungeons, because it's already frustrating enough in RTA and guild and stuff. We shouldn't be having resistance checks in dungeons, so I can kind of agree with him on that one a bit, because, you know, you're trying to farm to get better stuff, and, you know, you don't want to rely on random shit happening. But I think that's why the accuracy and resistance cap is kind of like where they are. So that way it does happen from time to time, but most of the time it won't, type thing, so. Okay, and he should be dead within one more hit. There, oh, no, nearly. Okay, so this team is probably going to be about a 1 minute and 10 seconds, maybe. Okay, 104. Not too far off. But as you can see, if you're happy with these sort of times, this is like the main call of the team, so. Okay, so let's get rid of this guy, this guy, this guy. So let's put in my Spectre again. Where is my Spectre? Okay, so let's put in my Rogue. He's not on a violent build, but yeah. You could also put in a Riley if you really wanted to, for extra heals and stuff, but I think you don't really need it. Let's do this. Let's just see what happens with this team. I know there's no attack buff, but this is a full free-to-play team for someone, so let's see how well it works. Okay, that's good. Oh, that's not the greatest thing that could have happened. I was hoping he wouldn't have killed. Because we want that type of team up to happen where he gets low and stuff happens. So. But the only downside to this is there's only one defense breaker. And if Rogue does his team up, it's never going to land. And if he resists it, it's not going to land. So. But on the plus side, you do have 2 healers now, so. And so there's different pros to each team. Nice. Oh, he didn't finish it. It's kind of funny to see Rogue though go boom 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 boom. Okay, now we're at the boss. Okay, nice, decrease and slow. Okay, so will he do his defense, bro? Nice. So now the team up should be ready, and we should do a lot of damage when it comes. As long as he teams up with the Ram monster, it doesn't really matter anyway. I don't think the Shaman is actually that good here, to be completely honest. It doesn't seem like he did that much. Yeah, 125. Okay, so let's try and get rid of the Shaman for somebody else. We could go with a few monsters. It would be kind of cool to test out in this place. That's who I'm looking for, the winged cat. That's one of the monsters I wanted to try. This monster here. Now with her passive, the monster will grant will be the critical rate will be at 100 if the enemy has a harmful effect. So I know that she's got elemental disadvantage, but I kind of wanted to test her out. I've never tested her in here, so I just really want to give her a see if she can do the performance I'm hoping she's gonna do. Because, well, I'm just hoping she will. It could be kind of a fun team. But there's still only one defense breaker, so that is a little bit of a problem. Okay, the crit didn't happen there. That should have been enough damage to kill. So, okay, so she does unfortunately not get a guaranteed crit, which means she's probably not going to be great here, which is a bit of a shame, to be honest. Okay, so this team could be usable for somebody. Okay, so there are no debuffs again. Okay, there's absolutely no debuffs at all. No defense break. Okay. Okay, finally we get something put on. Nice, we got the pushback. Okay, now we got 3 debuffs. So now there should be a nice bit of damage coming from the cat. Okay, no damage really at all. She's not doing as good as I'd hope she would. That's a bit of a shame. I know that she's got elemental disadvantage, and I haven't really given her a fair test, but yeah, I don't think she's gonna be somebody you're gonna want to use in this dungeon. Yeah, especially at 130, I think that's too slow. Which is a bit of a shame. Who could be somebody that, I mean, you got Poseidon. I mean, he needs a crit rate, so he would want to be a bit more crit ratey, and then he should be okay, so he could be kind of a fun monster, but not the most useful, I think. Okay, for LDs, there's nothing crazy that's screaming out to me that would be the best options for some stuff. You could get away with using her. Obviously, she's on really bad runes right now, but you could use her. Where is my water girl? This one. So since this is a free-to-play monster, she's not going to be on crazy runes, so let's just give her, what am I looking for? Let's go with this one, because she needs speed, so let's set it to a vampire. Vampire runes are not going to be that good for her in this situation, but I kind of don't really want to re-rune her all that much, so okay, so this is going to be an okay thing. So this is probably what some of your monsters will look like, and to be honest with you, she's not the worst monster in the world. She can do quite a lot of damage. A monster that is also kind of fun to use is the dark one, but my dark one's not ruined up, so Let's actually bring her in with Rook, because her and Rook I think could do like a nice bit of teamwork. Especially considering she can do multiple hits and stuff like that. It could be really good fun. But she would want to be on a violent build or a rage build, I would say, as opposed to a life drain build. Because the life drain build I don't think is going to be very beneficial. But I do consider a violent build maybe a really good build for her. Okay, nice. She landed the defense break. But the downside to her being in here though is that there's multiple monsters. And obviously in Raid, she's amazingly good. She's better than I thought she'd be, but she hasn't procced her skill 1 yet, has she? Anyway, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Oh, there we go. She procced it once. I thought this team would be a little bit more exciting to watch, but then again, like I say, she hasn't got the greatest of runes, and you really would rather give her a damage dealer set. I'm not quite sure why she's on that, but I think they're just auto-fill runes on her. Okay, she did a thing, but no defense break yet. So this is what's going to cause this team to have a bit of a problem, the lack of defense break. But that's why, if you don't mind a slightly slower team, it'll be perfectly fine. So okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give her a fair chance now, because I think she has really good potential. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give her my Leah's runes. And we got a 130, so I do think that she has potential. She just needs to be on a better set. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so where is my Leah? Let's just give her this Leah's runes. Now she's a bit too fast, I think now, but hopefully she could skill 1, a skill 3 with a defense break. Then some damage happens, and then we just this is what I wanted to happen. That's actually got potential, so didn't proc, but at least the slow got put on early. Didn't get the defense break, but we have potential to get it again. Okay, and she's gonna use her thing skill. Yes, so she did a bit of damage. Especially considering the artifacts are also not in her favour to do this. Okay, a little bit of fluff damage. Is it going to be enough though? Oh yes it was, but now it doesn't really matter. I might also put her runes on the dark one, just to show off the dark one, because the dark one does the ignore defense stuff, and it's kind of fun to see that in raids. They go boom, 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 boom. Okay, defense break on everything but the one we wanted. Okay. Okay, so her proc chance isn't the highest, and now the boss has got a turn, and we've done very little damage to the boss. Okay, we really need a defense break on the boss. Okay, we didn't get it, but she's doing quite a nice bit of damage on the side towers. So maybe if you have to do a team where the side towers have to go first, it might be a beneficial team. But to be honest with you, I don't see why you would need to worry about the side towers, especially with the team that you're running here. Okay, some nice bit of damage, but it didn't kill him. See, that's the one-shot move I was expecting him to do that he hasn't done for ages. I'm guessing it's because the towers died, maybe, or something like that. So the team is overall okay, I think. 140, it's not going to get you any, well, speed prizes, unfortunately, but it's just if you haven't got it, so let's put the dark one in, because this is a free-to-play and pay-to-win thing, and I've only shown off free-to-play stuff, so... Okay, so where is the water one? Oh, we gotta find her again. No, that's not the water one. There she is. Okay, so let's do this. And there we go. Okay. Okay, some nice bit of damage. Now, I know not a lot of people will have her, but, you know, I think she's a good fun thing just to watch, to be honest. Didn't do crazy nonsense. Okay, now crazy nonsense. Boom. And no damage. Okay. I guess she didn't. This is why she's not the best. And apart from in raids, like I say, it was kind of fun to watch her in raids. But when there's too many monsters, it just doesn't work. Nice, a little bit of damage there, but still not crazy. Okay, no defense break again. No procs. I'm surprised she's not doing no procs with skill 1. I was kind of hoping that's what she would do a lot. But she doesn't seem to be doing it. And no defense break again. There we go, finally a defense break. So I don't personally think she's going to work in here either. She's just not doing enough. But I thought it's just a bit fun to see her go and go pew. Oh, she did her thing. She did it once, finally. But now the round's over, so she doesn't get much more of a chance to show it off. Okay, so that's an okay time. So, to be honest with you, I think it's respectable enough. So let's just go back to. You could use a Liam. Yeah, let's go with Liam and my. Which galleon is it? This one? No, it's not this one. Oh, why can't we have things that make things easier that read our mind of which galleons we want? This is the one, okay. So let's go with Liam, just to show off the Liam, just to finish off the video. But I'm going to go back to my main team of farming, so... Hopefully he does his AoE. No, he does his single. Like I said, he does a lot of damage, but... You know, I wanted him to use his AoE defense skill 2, so... Which he didn't do, so... Now would be useful for him to do it, but... He's also on my R5 build, so that's also going to play a count into the matchup. Okay, so they've got a turn for once, those things did. Okay, so he doesn't do a bad damage. Like I said, I know that's what a lot of people use him in places. Liam is definitely an underrated monster. Well, he's not underrated, it's just... His AI is not perfect, and with this team it doesn't seem like it's going to be perfect. So. If we can get to the boss stage, though, that's good. We didn't... Oh, Galleon didn't land his defense break, which is a big shame. Hopefully he's not going to do skill 3. Nice. Oh, no defense break again. Okay, Galleon, come on, thank you. Nice, he did absolutely no damage. Okay, I guess he didn't really crit, 'cause I think he needs a more crit rate with this build. Like, I'm just shoving on monsters, so it's just so people can get an idea, but this is why I'm saying the Veramos, the Verd, and the Spectre are such a good team. You can pretty much run anything with it. So, like I say, I'll show it one more time with my, what I've been currently running. So, what I've been currently running is, this team. This is the team I've been running because I've been leveling up monsters when doing this team. So, yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this team helped you get an idea of what you want to do, if you don't mind slightly slower teams. Anyway, I'll catch you all in the next one.